Of course, folks, so welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, and in today's video I am back with a LEGO news video. Today I'm going to be going over the leaked LEGO set list of LEGO sets we're going to be getting on sale during the upcoming Insiders Week promotion, and I'll also be letting you guys know which themes are going to be getting 2 times insider points. The odd LEGO sets are also going to be getting 4 times insider points, and we are also going to be able to stack all of this with the Serpent GWP, which at the end of the video I'll be going over a few LEGO sets which I will definitely be grabbing. Of course, if you haven't already, smash the like button and subscribe. Let's head over now to the PC. Of course, folks, so what we're going to be going over first is the LEGO sets, which are due to be going 30% off on the US LEGO website, and all the sets I go over which are going to be going on sale are going to be based off the US list of LEGO sets which are going to be going on sale, because at the moment we unfortunately don't know the EU and the UK list, and I unfortunately am going to be unavailable to put a video out over the weekend if the list does actually get leaked, but I did want to at least do a video covering the US list just to get an idea, and also to inform you guys for those who do plan on purchasing any LEGO sets during the Insider Day promotion. And of course we can get an idea, as usually there are similarities between the list, but there are also LEGO sets which could easily get swapped. So the first LEGO set we have is a Speed Champions LEGO set. We have the LEGO Ferrari F40 Supercar. This is going to be going 30% off. It is one that has been much cheaper over here in the UK, especially at Argos, and I know a lot of people have picked it up for investing, so I've decided to stay away from it, to be perfectly honest. I think it is a little bit over hoarded, but Speed Champions can do quite good. They seem to be usually 50-50 now for investing, as quite a lot of people do like to go for them. We have the Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle, the LEGO Star Wars set, going 30% off, and I am not surprised. Well, to be honest, I am surprised it is only going 30% off. I think it should be going 40 or 50% off, because 386 pieces for $70 is an absolute joke. I don't know what LEGO were thinking when they were pricing this LEGO set. At least include a minifigure or something, but that does not make an excuse for this price point. We have the LEGO Star Wars Executor Super Star Destroyer, which is going to be going 30% off. Now, this one might not go on sale for us in the UK, as it is already sold out, but this is a pretty decent LEGO set, one of the MIDI scale LEGO sets which I quite like the look of. We are going to be getting a UCS Executor later this year, so people might want to go back and get this one for their own collection, as we are getting more MIDI scale LEGO sets. I do think it would be more of a mid-term investment, I think, as I think a lot of people have had it on their radar since it has had retirement dates change throughout the years. We also have LEGO set 40516, that everyone is awesome, also going 30% off. I know quite a few people do want this one for their own collection, but it is not retiring in July of 2026. So these 3 right here are the ones you're going to be wanting to grab. Actually, no, not this one, sorry. Do not grab the Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. I would not recommend it whatsoever. But the Executor Superstar Destroyer and the Speed Champions are the main ones you're going to probably want to be grabbing during this 30% off sale. And yes, that is at the moment the only LEGO sets which are going to be going 30% off. Only 4 LEGO sets. At least we do have quite a few LEGO sets which are going to be going 20% off, which I know a lot of people are going to be grabbing. Let's move on out to those sets now. Alrighty, my fellow chums, so now we're going to be going over the LEGO sets which are due to be going 20% off during this Insider Day promotion, which we'll be able to stack with double insider points as well on certain themes, and also the Serpent GWP and cashback. Of course, if you are planning on placing any orders on the LEGO website, make sure to sign up to Rakuten using my link in the description below. You can get yourself a free £25 if you're in the UK, or a free $50 for those in the US. I will have a link to the UK and the US link in the description below. It is the main cashback website which I use. You might as well sign up, get that free promotion. I would highly recommend it. So the first set we have is one that I think is going to catch quite a few people off guard. We have the LEGO Icons Pac-Man Arcade going 20% off, and now this is one that is still within the LEGO database, due to retire in July of 2026. However, LEGO are being lazy and not putting the retiring soon tag on the top right on the LEGO page, and we have seen this before. This isn't like a new thing. We saw it last year in 2025 with the Source Dragon of Motion, the Ninjago Lego set. That's the perfect example, which we had retire in 2025, and that caught quite a lot of people off guard. So if this one does go on sale over here in the UK as well, I will definitely be grabbing 2 or 3, as I think it's going to be a great investment, more of a mid to long term, as we are getting more arcade related Lego sets from Lego. We're due to get like a Mario and Donkey Kong one, which is really, really awesome, releasing this year. The next set we have going 20% off is the Lego Harry Potter Forks Dumbledore's Phoenix. Now, this is an easy skip for me. I don't think it looks that great. Kind of reminds me of the creator Red Dragon, and it's been much cheaper throughout its shelf life over here in the UK. We also have the Lego Icons Bumblebee. Now, this Lego set is not due to retire in July of 2026, but I do believe it's due to retire in December of 2026, but 20% off is not enough for me. It is one that has been much cheaper throughout its shelf life at multiple different retailers, especially the places like Amazon. So I do think this is one that will go 20% off now and also go on sale later on when it is due to retire in December. We also have the Lego Creator 3-in-1 Wild Animals Majestic Rhino with Birds. This Lego set due to retire in December as well. This is an Amazon exclusive over here in the UK. It might be for those in the US. I think it is a fantastic Lego set, but I am hoping to pick it up for around 40% off, maybe during Insiders Weekend. I do think it has a very good chance to be going on sale. We also have the next Lego set, which is also one that I would argue is quite over-hoarded. I see a lot of Lego investors buying. It is also one that is due to retire in July, even though it doesn't have the retiring soon tag. We have the Lego Ideas Jaws. This going to be going 20% off, which I think is the cheapest. We have had it over here in the UK at Argos, and this is one that I'm definitely going to be grabbing 1 or 2 of, because ultimately it is a no-brainer to be grabbing when we also have the GWP, the Sea Serpent, which is going to sell for a decent amount on the aftermarket, and also cashback and insider points, giving it a much better accumulated discount than I think from people who have bought from Argos, giving you that little bit of extra wiggle room when you're selling it on the aftermarket, because you do have to keep in mind there are a lot of impatient people within the Lego investing reselling space. It's just super impatient. Lots of people undercutting. That is why buying price is super important. But this one right here, a lot of people think it is going to do absolutely insane. I'm a little unsure, but I do want to at least get 1 or 2, because you know what, you got to have at least 1 or 2 of this set. It is really awesome. The next Lego set we have is the Lego Icons Optimus Prime, due to retire in December of 2026, I believe. It is one that has been cheaper over here in the UK than 20% off. I am not going to be grabbing it. I know a lot of people really do like Transformers. I am surprised we haven't got more of these big Transformers Lego sets. They could do so many different ones and make Lego so much money. And I mean, if they do decide to do them when these have retired, people are going to go back and get these for their own collection, including, you know, the Bumblebee, etc. We also have the Lego Fortnite Drift and Raven figures, of course a Lego exclusive. This Brickhead's Lego set released last year in 2025 in the final few months, and it's one that I do have on my radar due to retire this year in 2026, because it's Fortnite at the end of the day, and the Brickhead Duo packs usually do quite good, but 20% off, I think it is one that will actually go 20-30% off later on in the year around December, and hopefully I'll be able to get some when there is also a double insider point promotion. But I've definitely got this one on my radar. I do think it's going to be a good short-term investment. We also have the Lego Chinese New Year Fortune Master, 20% off. Personally, no interest in this Lego set, but yeah, I think it's a Lego exclusive, so this would be the cheapest place to buy it. We also have the Lego Technic Volvo L120 electric wheel loader. No interest for me personally. I'm not really a big Technic fan. I don't usually dabble within the Technic theme for investing either, as I just don't know too much about it, and I think it is quite risky. We also have the Lego Creator 3-in-1 Haunted Mansion, retailing for $89.99 US. This Lego set is one that I think is really good. I think a lot of people actually really like it and have made some really awesome rebrickable alternate designs, but again, it's been heavily discounted throughout its shelf life. Most of the Lego sets we have going on sale on the Lego website are ones that we have seen 30, 40, even 50% off at other retailers, so do your research and make sure it isn't cheaper elsewhere, as a lot lot of the other retailers are also going to be eyeing out that LEGO are putting these LEGO sets on sale and may put them cheaper. We also have the LEGO Hedwig at 4 Pivot Drive. Going to be skipping this one, no interest whatsoever. I think it's going to be a terrible investment, whether it's short, mid or long term. Do not touch this LEGO set. I think it's absolutely horrific. We also have the LEGO Botanicals flower arrangement. Now this is a bit of an interesting one. I think this is a high risk, high reward. Going 20% off. It is a Argos exclusive over here in the UK. I think it might have gone 20% off when there was maybe like a coupon code promotion or something. I'm not too sure, but I do have this one on my radar and I do want to get maybe 2, as one I would like to have in my own house when I do get one, and one for investing, because why not just see how it does. But I do want to be getting it for a good buying price. I'm thinking as it's due to retire in December, it will get a further discount. We also have the LEGO icons Williams Racing, FW14B and Nigel Manson. This LEGO set has been 50% off over here on the UK Amazon, and I would not recommend buying it from LEGO at 20% off. Of course, we are sharing these deals when we find these kind of LEGO sets 50% off for free in the Discord. Make sure to join in the description below. We have a really awesome community. It's growing every single day and we're really trying to help each other out as much as possible. The final LEGO set going 20% off is the LEGO Chinese New Year Fortune Firecracker, and this LEGO set I'm also going to be skipping. Now, I think a lot of people are quite disappointed, to be perfectly honest, but I do want to point out the main LEGO set which I predicted over here in the UK would be going on sale is the Dungeons and Dragons LEGO set. Now, it is not going to be going on sale for those in the US, but is that because it is sold out? Because it is sold out on the US LEGO website. It is unavailable, but I don't know. I mean, if it does go on sale over here in the UK, that would be absolutely fantastic. If we do, the day this video goes live and I'm unavailable to record the UK EU list and we get more information, I will let you guys know in the comments section below if we are going to be getting the similar LEGO sets on sale for us in the UK or the EU. But I would say I was expecting a few more big expensive LEGO sets that were due to retire in December going on sale, like maybe the Beauty and the Beast castle would have been a really nice one. Like I said, like the Dungeons and Dragons is going to be a great one if it does go on sale over here in the UK, as well as the Gringotts. If that does go on sale, I think a lot of people are going to be really annoyed, because that is one where a lot of people have picked it up from other prices for other retailers. So yeah, the main LEGO sets which I'm going to recommend going for the Serpent GWP. Well, I don't know the US LEGO market as much, but let's say we're over here in the UK, it will probably be the Jaws and also the Pac-Man arcade. If this goes 20% off, I could actually see this LEGO set going temporarily out of stock and then sold out relatively quickly when the Insider Day promotion does go live. I will do an update on how the Serpent GWP is doing on the LEGO market in a LEGO market video next week when I am back. But yeah, it's a okay LEGO set sale. Are you excited about this promotion? To be honest, if I was in the US, I would be quite disappointed, as not many big expensive LEGO sets are going to be going on sale. I mean, the Pac-Man one is probably the only really good one, and maybe the Optimus Prime, but there are so many other LEGO sets they could have gone for which are big and expensive. Like maybe the Soundwave, even just putting that on sale would have been quite good. There's so many other ones. We've got like the Dark Falcon, this big expensive McLaren. Just put some of the big expensive ones on sale. But like I said, I do want to reiterate, this is the US list, not the UK and not the EU. But at least this should hopefully help some of you guys out and get you guys ready for this promotion. And I will do a little clip now just going over the Serpent GWP. Let's go on to that now. Alrighty, my fellow chums, so we have now got the main GWP, which is going to be live during this promotion. I'm just going to be going over it quickly, giving you guys all the information. We have LEGO set 40912, the LEGO Ideas Sea Serpent gift with purchase, containing 241 pieces. This gift with purchase is going to be available from the 7th of July 2026 until the 12th of July while supplies last, and it's going to be having a threshold of $180 US, so roughly roughly around 160 Great British pounds. So do keep that in mind for when you are planning on placing any orders. Now, this is a really awesome gift with purchase. It is different to the submission which was made by the contest winner. It was actually in the submission containing 3 minifigures. Sadly, Lego decided to take out 1, which I don't know why, to be perfectly honest. They could have easily added the duplicate of one of these minifigures, but it is what it is. These shields look absolutely brilliant. They look really, really cool. Love the look of those. We also do get a cloth piece sail, which is absolutely fantastic. One humongous missed opportunity, though, is why haven't they done the vintage yellow box art? It would have looked so good. I don't know why they decide not to and decide to do the boring plain black box art, which I just think is really, really boring. I think it's quite lazy from Lego, but it is what it is. They aren't going to change it. This is one that is currently selling for a good amount on the aftermarket over here in the UK. Currently selling for an average of around 40 Great British pounds, but it will probably drop during pre-orders and also when people do get this gift with purchase in hand. However, I do think there is going to be a good demand as people are going to be wanting a high volume of this gift with purchase, whereas with other GWPs, people are only going to be buying like one, for example, like with the restaurants, for example, people are only going to be buying one Mexico restaurant, one sushi restaurant, whereas this is a really awesome little army builder for those castle fans. So a great gift with purchase releasing during this promotion, but are the Lego sets good enough for you guys to be placing any orders? Let's now go over to the Lego website again and go over the Lego themes, which are going to be getting 2 times insider points. Let's go on to that now. Okay guys, so now we're going to be going over the themes. I'll just be going over them quickly, which are going to be getting 2 times insider points. We have first the Speed Champions theme. The main Lego set which people will probably be buying is the Ferrari F40 supercar, which is going to be going 30% off, and then also 2 times insider points is a pretty good accumulated discount, but I'm still not too sure if I'm going to be grabbing any. I might add 1 or 2 to one of my orders to hit the GWP threshold, but that is it. We also have the Sonic theme. Nothing really for me, to be perfectly honest. That is a pretty cool Lego set, to be perfectly honest. I think that looks really, really cool, the Shadow Mech, but no Lego sets on sale. There actually isn't that many Sonic the Hedgehog Lego sets on shelves, if we're perfectly honest. They do need to be doing a lot more, as we are getting the new movie next year. We have also the Jurassic World theme. We could get the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is probably going to be the one that will go on back order, to be perfectly honest. Has 2 times insider points. It will hit the Serpent GWP threshold. It's pretty good, to be fair, as it is a Smith's exclusive over here in the UK and probably will not go on sale, but it did get its retirement date extended on. So a bunch of Lego sets in the Jurassic World theme. You also do have the Harry Potter theme going 2 times insider points. The Gringotts, if this does go on sale over here in the UK, maybe 20% off with 2 times insider points as well, I am definitely going to be grabbing 1 or maybe 2, because I do want to get at least 1 for my own collection and then 1 for investing. Even if it is quite overhoarded, it is still a really stunning Lego set, and that is going to be a pretty good accumulated discount when you also chuck in the Serpent GWP, bringing that buying price lower than others who have bought it at other retailers or also during other promotions. We also have the Lego Education. I don't think many people care about this, to be perfectly honest, but yep, going 2 times insider points. We also have the Disney theme, which is going to be getting 2 times insider points. The Beauty and the Beast castle, I just wish this one was going on sale, as this is one that is due to retire in December. I've got it high on my list. I really also do want to get 1 for my own collection. I think it's going to be a great Lego set to add, and for investing it's going to be absolutely brilliant as well. But yeah, not going on sale at the moment, but 2 times insider points on all the Disney Lego sets. We also have the Wicked theme right here. I could not care less about this, to be perfectly honest. They still have the Elphaba and Glinda figures on the Lego website. What a joke. We also do have 1 Lego set which is going to be getting 4 times insider points. Only 1, which is basically 20% off, and it is the Lego Maersk. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Dual fuel container vessel. This Lego set 4 times insider points. It is I think it's a Lego exclusive. Actually, I don't know if it is. It might be available at another retailer, but this is one that I don't think will be going on sale throughout its shelf life, but we'll be getting the likes of these 2 times in promotions and 4 times in promotions for insider points. So these Lego themes are getting 2 times insider points. Are you guys excited for this Insider Day promotion? I do need to see see the UK and the EU list as well to get more of an idea for myself. But for those in the US, I think it's kind of a bit underwhelming, to be perfectly honest. I think there should have been more big, expensive Lego sets going on sale, because last year we had so many great ones like the Daily Bugle and so many other big, expensive Lego sets like the Lighthouse, etc., which did go on sale. But yeah, it is what it is. This is what we're going to be getting. Are you going to be grabbing anything? Let's move on now to the outro. Of course, folks. I hope you guys did enjoy today's LEGO news video. Let me know in the comments section below, are you happy with this LEGO sale slash promotion? Is it one that you're going to be placing a load of orders for, or are you actually going to be skipping out on it? Of course, if you haven't already, smash the like button and subscribe. Thank you all so incredibly much for all the support on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure to turn the notification bell ready for the next video. Big shout out to my members. Big shout out to Darkrest73, Silver, Hansen, Ellis, Barry, Wayne, and Ken for being members on my YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for the support, and of course, goodbye, folks.